I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Um, Welcome to Sofa City Sounds. Please introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
I am Jeremy Welch. I am the bass player for Midnight Crow, and the
Where are
glue
you
that
guys?
holds it all together. What's that?
Where are you guys out of?
We are out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That's so cool. You are one of the only American bands that I work with currently.
Well, thank you for working with us.
This is fun. So, the last time we spoke, was it 2019 or 2020? The last time we spoke, I feel like it was 2020.
It might have been 2020, a
But
little after
or
COVID.
it was
During
right
COVID.
after it had happened.
It's possible, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We TJ and I did like a series of like 100 or 200 interviews in a very short span of time, and we had done 2 and 3 interviews in a day at one point. And I think right around that time is when we had interviewed you guys. So this is going to be quite the catch up. It is nice to see you again.
Right on. It's nice to see you as well. I'm sure you've been as busy as we are. You said you're on your third book.
Yeah, Volume 3 was released last year, and Volume 4 is in the works. So what have you guys been up to?
We've been going through quite a bit lately. We have been writing new music. We went out to Boston and recorded an album. We done some gigging and traveling and playing some shows. Most recently, we just did a benefit for the Humane Society of Wisconsin and
Nice.
raised a bunch of money for dogs and cats.
Awesome.
Uh, but we've been doing a lot. We've been trying to raise our brand and get out there to everybody. Just do what we can.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. It's nice to see that you guys are still nice and busy.
Yeah, I think the last time we talked, we had a different drummer. We have a new drummer. His name's Aaron Wiggins. He should be joining us very shortly. He's running a little behind. He'll join us when he can.
Okay. Yeah, I am watching the back room, so we should see him pop in soon.
He's an amazing drummer. He's an Army vet, so we really enjoy having him with us.
Awesome.
He kind of came in when we needed it. Our other drummer had decided that uh, he had a new baby on the way and was going to take step away and be with his family, which is perfectly okay. So we had to find another one, and along came Aaron. So
Awesome.
it.
Right on. That's fantastic.
So it's
So who currently is your lineup?
right now it's Stan and Aaron and I. We're still just a three piece.
Hmm.
Keep it simple. We still play loud and heavy music and have a good time doing it.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Sorry, just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Mia, Mia, can you please can you please come and get Ronald? He's attacking the other cat. He's attacking the other cat. Can you please come get him? Thank you. I have a hairless cat, and sometimes he doesn't like anybody else in the house. So
Having cat wars.
yeah. My he Ronald is 2, and Midna is 23.
Holy cow!
Right? Yeah.
Didn't
So
didn't know cats could live that long.
yeah. Well, I got Midna when she was 19. I guess fostered her. Am fostering her for a friend of mine who moved away about 5 hours, and she was really concerned about the stress of the travel. So I agreed to hang on to her for a little while, which turned into currently forever, and I'm not upset about it.
Right.
So, and the other one, he's just a menace. Sphinx cats are menaces. So so you guys just did a fundraiser for the Humane Society. That's cool. What else was involved in the fundraiser?
We had 5 bands play. Well, we had 4 because we had a huge snowstorm the night before. That unfortunately the band from about an hour away couldn't make the drive because it was so bad.
Yeah.
We got 2 feet of snow in a day, so it was 4 bands, and it wasn't all good. We had a lot of good people come out, a lot of good friends. So it was a 4-band lineup with obviously us, and then Brock Betts band and Higgins band, and a band called Dropping Daisies. And they were all phenomenal.
Cool.
They all donated their time. So it was a really good night. We raised some money and got a bunch of stuff for them. I can show you like the flyer.
Cool.
So it was a good night of success. We raised about $1,000 for the cats and dogs, and so it's good to do something for the community.
Yeah.
And where it was at was 58 below, and it's an amazing view in our area. The lady does a lot for the community, and
Nice.
so yeah, overall it was just a really good experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You are we can hear you okay, but you are a little bit choppy. Is there a delay between us on your side?
No, not that I can hear.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure because I can hear you clearly, but your video is very choppy on my end. I'm not sure if it's like that live, but you're a little bit choppy over here. And now your screen is black. Oh, there you are.
That maybe it fixed itself. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I have no idea. You're now. I've just got a screen of you smiling, which is good. I mean, some of the frozen screens are horrendous.
You know, it's technology at its finest. So
I don't understand how. Not to rant or anything, but I don't understand how they consider some of the technology we have to be better. Like I was at the dollar store yesterday and the woman that was doing cash couldn't sign in with her thumbprint for the life of her. The computer would just not scan her thumb. And I remember when we used to just push buttons and you know the cash register would open because of a spring from the button that you press. Not to date myself or anything. But it took her almost 5 minutes to get into her computer so that she could ring us through.
Well, security measures are always sometimes good and sometimes bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So let's talk about you a little bit while we're waiting for the others to jump in. When did you start? When did you get into music?
1903. No, probably like 1996 when I was in high school. Just had an acoustic guitar that I had in my room that I liked to try to play and learn songs to the radio, and it just grew and grew from there.
Cool.
And then first band was, in high school, and we took off a little bit, and I've been in several bands since then, and I ended up here. So
nice.
Over a journey.
Right on. That sounds like a good long music career.
It is. There's been a lot of different bands, which has been great to play different genres, all the way from punk to heavy metal to instrumental to rock to blues. So I've about covered it all, which is kind of found out what I wanted to play, what I didn't want to play. And right now, this band has got a mix of all three. I think all of us have different roots. Aaron has kind of a punk slash I don't want to say R&B, but he can explain it a little better. But he's got some good beats behind him. And Stan was a blues guitarist kind of when we met, and we're getting a little more into the rock and roll side now with this new album that's coming out. And so we just kind of different sound. We get that a lot. Most people say, that we make a lot of noise for a 3-piece, and that our sound is so different. They can't really classify it, whether it's blues or rock. So we're kind of like right in the middle. So it's a good genre to fit in. You play heavy, you can play light,
Yep. Very flexible.
Yeah, so we have a lot of fun. We play a couple covers, but mostly it's all originals.
Nice.
They're pretty catchy. We just did one where we covered a band called crap. I should have done a little more writing. Either way, we sent out our song to somebody. They covered us. We covered one of their songs and made a video of it and sent them in. And it was good. It was really weird to hear somebody else's rendition of something you've written. They take it and make it their own. And they said the same thing about us. So that was a fun event.
That's neat. That's cool. Right on. Well, it sounds like you guys have been up to lots of no good. That's fantastic. That means you guys have lots of fun stuff coming up in the future too.
We do. We're having a lot of shows booked for this summer, and we're mainly right now just trying to finish the album. We got a live album coming out. I think 6 or 7 songs. Just got it completed in the studio, and so we're gonna have a CD release party sometime in the near future.
Cool.
We've been playing with some cool bands and having a lot of fun, and we've just kind of been taking things as it comes, and so it's been a fun ride so far.
Cool. That's awesome. Right on. So, I don't know. We covered everything so quickly. Is there anything that you want to expand on that you've talked about? Where are you guys playing this summer? Because I'm out of Niagara Falls, Canada, and you guys are out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you guys are a little bit further down the map from where I usually have my interviews come in from. So whereabouts your area are you playing? What are the names of some of the bars around where you are?
Oh, there are so many places, music venues, which is great to see that they're coming back and coming in full force. In our area, there's probably 20 to 25 venues that do open mics and actual shows on the weekends. So we play a lot of different bands, venues is what I should say. We played a couple small, a couple big ones. I might be headed out to a big casino for a weekend in a couple of months. We have a show booked up in Oshkosh, which is right along the lake. You follow, Lake Michigan, follow it up about 3 hours away. That's where our next one is on the 22nd of February. Oh no, actually that one, that's going to be in Milwaukee. I'm trying to keep my date correct here.
Yeah.
We do Milwaukee. We do the surrounding areas. Like I said, the closest we've gotten to you is we did a show out in Boston. Funny enough, we had talked about on our trip home driving through Niagara Falls, but unfortunately, everybody wanted to be home for Father's Day, so we packed up the ride and hit the road, and so we've gone all the way up to Boston for shows. We'll go pretty much anywhere anybody wants us to. We've talked about coming up into your neck of the woods and playing Canada, and having a good time up there.
That would be great.
Yeah, we'd love to come and see Canada again.
When was the last time you were here? Sorry, I'm just responding to some of the hellos on the message or the comments that come in. So
yep, I can see him. Hello, all.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that they're just little short responses, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew I was absolutely paying attention. I just can't type without looking because after 10 years of computer class, I still never figured it out.
It's all cool. I still just use one finger to type, so
Okay.
we're right.
I'm a poker. I poke.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
If that's
two
what you
finger.
say, a poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely a poker. That's how I would classify myself.
Yeah.
Even when I'm texting, I'm still like poke, poke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. One of my
that's not
kids.
my. That's definitely
Sorry,
not my
go
superpower.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my kids. Now, I'm definitely not even close to being a boomer, but one of my kids called me a boomer the other day because I was pushing, like, I was tapping the letters on my phone with one finger at a time. But, like, my nails are too long for me to use my thumbs because I can't use the tips of my thumbs. And that's how I type too. I like type with the tips of my finger. Like, they're long, right? So I type with the tips of my fingernails. So.
Yes, and I would say that speak to talk is a good thing, but the words don't always end up the way they're supposed to, and you end up saying a lot of things you didn't want to say.
I never
So,
mean the word duck ever.
so as we know, nobody ever likes to ducking anything.
Actually, that's not true. I've been leaving, or stop, please. I've been leaving tiny little ducks all over places that I go to, and I've been having people document it.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been decorating.
Decorating.
I know,
A little
terrible.
nice, nice.
Sorry, but no,
It's
it's
okay. We
autocorrect.
didn't
I
say we
never
had
make
good
duck.
jokes.
Pardon?
I said we didn't say we had good jokes. We
Well,
just said we tell jokes. So
I mean, it made for a good time. We have a bar called the Rock Pile here. It's one of the most amazing fucking bars ever. And I had gone out the night before New Year's, and I had a pocket full of these tiny little ducks. So I covered the whole bar in ducks, and I didn't tell them where I put any of them. Oh, well, it looks like we have
Hello.
another. What's happening?
da
Hey guys.
da 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 da.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Well, thank you.
What have I missed?
Oh,
You're doing well. She was just telling me about how she likes to hide ducks in bars, and I was just about to tell her our chicken story about how we fling chickens out at concerts, and
and this
we've
all
been known
started
to.
because we never mean duck and autocorrect. The ADHD is strong tonight.
Yep.
So please introduce yourself and then please continue on with the chicken flinging story.
Oh yes, well go ahead, Aaron, go for it.
Yeah. My name's Aaron. I play drums for Midnight Crow.
Wonderful. Well, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Definitely. It's been a while. I had you guys on. Stop, please. 3 or 4 years ago? 4 years? 4 years ago now?
Well
Holy
before
cow.
my time.
Or a moon. Stop, please. Sorry. She's still in training, so she's sitting next to me on a leash and she's not happy. So, okay, please continue. I would love to hear this story.
The duckman or the flinging chickens?
The flinging chickens, definitely.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about if I thought Aaron might want to introduce himself before then.
I did.
He did.
Oh, all right. That's it for Aaron. Thanks
Where
for
were you?
just a quick in and out. Hi, I'm the drummer. Bye. You know. No, we just it's kind of a thing where we've had rubber chickens, just fling them out, fling them at people, and leave them places, and it's just a little fun to have on stage, flinging them at each other.
Well, it keeps life interesting, right?
Does, as long as nobody loses an eye.
Well, I mean, then it becomes a sport.
And one of us becomes a pirate. So.
Oh, or please stop cheering on things you're not supposed to.
But we do. I mean, in the last 4 years, we've obviously made a website which is called themidnightcrow.com, and anybody wants to go on there. We have videos and all of our listings of shows coming up. Our EPAK is on there. We have a lot of photos that have been taken and shared, and
Merch.
obviously the stories of us, the three of us, Stan and Aaron and I, and
Right on. Awesome. So what do you guys have out for merch?
Yeah,
We got t-shirts. Go ahead, Aaron. Go for it.
we got t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, flip-flops, booty shorts, probably coasters or koozies,
Cool.
some flags, bottles, all sorts of
Cool.
stuff.
That's awesome. Right on. And sorry, can you please repeat your website?
It's themidnightcrow.com.
Perfect. Awesome. One of my coworkers shared the interview over to one of the groups that he runs. So I just want to make sure that everybody got that and make sure that I heard it properly the first time. So that once they do listen to you and they do get hooked on your music, they can go over and pick up some of your merchandise.
Yep, you can get merch from there. You can get songs from there. Our big thing this year is we put out an actual video of a song that we were hoping would be like the song of the summer.
Awesome.
It's called Anthem Drive. It's kind of our baby project when we went to the studio. It's a great song. You can find it on almost everywhere. We're on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music.
It is a
Facebook,
great song.
Instagram. Oh yeah, I sent it to you.
You did. That's what we used for your promo. It's I have to make sure that I shout this out every time I say it. It's actually my 10-year-old daughter that makes those. Because I have no fucking idea what I'm doing when it comes to technology. I'm lucky I've got this set up as well as I do.
Yep, can relate.
So, but yeah, it turns out she's really good with CapCut. And they're homeschooled, so it's technically work. So, no, she enjoys it. She's good at it. And for as much stuff as I do for Sofa City Sounds, I don't have time to do it. So shout out to my 10-year-old who does all the promos for all of my interviews and my shows.
Always good to have slave labor. They work for food and
well, little hands make light work here in Canada. No, she enjoys it. It's part of her schooling, and I like I said, I just can't grasp it. I'm lucky I got this far. Writing, give me a pen and a paper, and I can handle things. So Aaron,
earlier.
pardon?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go
You
ahead.
what you're saying.
I was going to say, Aaron, earlier I was trying to describe your drumming abilities and your favorite sounds, but you can obviously lay more insight on that. How long you've been playing?
Oh, God, my drumming abilities?
Well, your style. I was saying it was more like a punkish R&B for the lack of word that
it's like
my brain works good.
Like a meth head, just trying to make as loud as possible noise. It's everywhere. It's all over the place.
So, what genres have you played that you enjoy?
I've played hip hop. We've got like this classic rock kind of stuff going on with Midnight Crow. I used to play worship music. I've played ska music,
Cool.
hardcore stuff. Just a little bit about it, of everything,
Yeah, right on. That's awesome.
Variety is the spice of life, as they say.
So yeah, paired with a good hot sauce, you can't go wrong.
That's what I says.
So okay, well, we were talking earlier, and I asked Jeremy how he had gotten into music when he had started and how he had started. So I'm going to ask you the same question. Tell me everything that makes you up as a musician.
Oh man,
Hey,
yeah, I started playing when I was like 13. My best friend had just gotten a bass guitar. And it was like, Aaron, we're going to start a band and we're going to be like huge rock stars. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool, but I don't play any instruments. And he's like, no, you'll be the drummer. And I was like, okay, cool, I guess. And so I begged and pleaded my parents to buy me a drum set. and they bought me this really shitty bottom of the barrel drum set, and you know, that's I've been doing it ever since.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. I think we need to not overlay the chat because we have one more of you.
Hey!
Made it.
So sorry, guys, in the comments. It's going to take me a little bit longer to get back to you because you're not right in front of me. You're at the side of the screen. What's happening, dude? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh, not a lot. I'm just working, so. All right,
That's
give everybody a weather forecast. It's foggy and rainy here in Wisconsin.
Right on. Right on. It's foggy and rainy here in Niagara Falls.
Well, that's fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're good. I caught a few minutes. Sounds like these guys are doing us justice, so that's good.
They are. They're doing a wonderful job. I keep tripping over my words, but they're saving it, so we're doing great.
Well, I don't want to brag or anything, but we do have a little bit of experience. We were doing a show called Questions That You Didn't Ask For. We still are, but we take a little hiatus from it. But there was a series of every week we would do a show where the three of us would sit down on the couch and ask each other questions that nobody ever wanted to ask. And that was fun. We had a lot of good times. We learned a lot of, well, mostly nothing about each other, but we had a lot of fun. And we're not new to the three of us sitting down and just laughing and having a good time. It's been, I would say, one of the most fun parts of the band.
Right on.
It's amazing we ever get anything accomplished.
So what's the
Yeah,
question
well,
you've never been asked?
But you can find it on YouTube. You can pull it up and watch all of them, I believe.
It's like, here's an example. It's like, how many lows would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I don't know.
Well, I think the important question is what do you think humans taste like? I knew that would get Aaron smiling.
I probably am a little spicy. I mean, like, I don't know what I would taste like, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I've chewed on a human.
So it has happened.
So,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Everybody freeze.
Hey.
sakes.
Oh, we're back.
Yay! But yeah, I guess I'm considered a modern day vampire because I have a blood disorder where I had 303 blood transfusions.
That's a lot.
So that means I have 303 other people's DNA in my system.
Sick.
Wow, you are a perfect candidate for a murderer.
Well, like, am I still myself or am I a little bit of all these 303 other people now? Could I get away with murder?
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aren't you a volunteer firefighter? Maybe we should talk later.
Oh, no.
The wrong podcast. So yeah, I think. Hey, you too. So yeah, I think I'd probably be a little bit spicy.
Those are the questions that we ask. The ones that nobody wants to know.
Well, I don't know. That's some pretty interesting questions.
well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you
I
could-
think
you
I'm
could
gonna
do
head
a-
over and take a watch, and I'll share it on Sofa City Sounds. Definitely, that sounds like a lot of fun.
right?
I'd almost kind of like to, like, do you guys have guests where they come on and you ask them questions that nobody ever asks?
We've
We
talked
almost
about it.
did.
Because I would love to be your first guest.
All right.
It takes, like, there's no offending me, so you can ask me some pretty weird questions, and I'm pretty sure I'd have some pretty interesting answers.
Excellent.
So, do you edit it though, so I don't incriminate myself or anything?
Nope. It's live. What you get is what you get.
Oh, fantastic! I don't edit this show either, so.
We could rehash for just a moment. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green. Yeah, my favorite color is green.
Aaron, do you remember my favorite color?
Wasn't it? Is it clear?
It was
Clear.
clear.
Ugh. You just made up a word and called it a color.
Oh,
There are no rules. There are no rules.
yeah, I guess not. There are, I mean, look at the world we live in. If there was rules, there's some pretty fucked up rules.
Nothing matters.
So, no, that's true. That's true. But not necessarily in a bad way. If you can look at it that nothing matters in a positive way, life could probably be pretty happy and interesting. So, yeah. Okay. So I got the first two with this question, and now I'm going to ask you, since you just popped in. When did you get into music? How did you get into music?
Oh, man.
I know I asked you this before, but it's been a little while.
Yeah. I've been involved in music pretty much my whole life. You know, always a choir kid. And then I saw some of my friends play at the tail end of 7th grade, and I was like, guitar is cool. I could learn how to play that. And then I didn't. And then my first son was born, and I had a whole bunch of time at home. And I started playing and trying to learn stuff that the people who I found influential played, like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix. And I was like, maybe one day I can do this. And then, yeah, I decided to venture out and try to start a band. And, you know, almost 6 years later, here we are.
Cool.
People tell me I'm good at guitar. I don't believe them. And, yeah, I just try to surround myself with people who are better than me, because then they make me look good.
Yeah. Well, they help sculpt your talent too. I mean, you like realistically, the three of you in your own right are all very talented. Like when your music does come up in my newsfeed, when your page comes up in my newsfeed, I do poke around to see what you guys are up to and listen to your music. And like you guys definitely always keep it fresh, and you always keep your sound different, which is nice. Right? You've got a signature sound, but it's always different. So
We appreciate it. Thank you.
you're welcome. You guys know what you're doing, and you can hear it in the sound that you guys lay down.
Nope.
I love how honest you are. You're just like, nah, it's terrible, but they.
I feel
Okay, well, I said just sound like you know what you're doing.
That's
I
all
think
that
you're always your
I kind of
worst.
feel like I'm just jumping out of a plane without a parachute and hope these guys catch me.
Well, I mean, I think you guys all complement each other very well. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So, what's the first album that all of you ever owned? What's the first album you went out and bought yourself? And was it a tape or was it a CD
Oh,
or a vinyl? I didn't want to say it.
I had Now That's What I Call Music Volume 2 on cassette tape. And I swear to God, I only listened to that for like 6 months straight.
Nice.
I can never tell if you're serious or not, Aaron. So I'm not sure if that's real or not. But
You know, honestly, I don't know if I make up the memories in my head and just kind of run with it or what.
Did you do comedy before music?
No.
We'll just keep that in the back of your mind.
Naturally funny.
I think
What about you guys?
my first one was a cassette tape, and it was Bare Naked Ladies Stunt.
Sick. It was a Canadian album.
Yeah.
That's
was fun.
fantastic.
I'm pretty sure I played it until it didn't anymore.
Awesome. Awesome. I still have a Nirvana tape like that. I still have my tape collection.
I think my first real album was Europe, The Final Countdown. And followed by Two Live Crew, which got me grounded very quickly. Which led into Ice-T Power. And then, you know, I just went down a drain of great music that my brother kept feeding me, from Dinosaur Jr. to Primus to so many bands. It just kept funneling in. So, but yeah, that was my first album, was Europe, Final Countdown.
Nice. The first cassette I ever had was Pearl Jam 10, and it was given to me by my uncle. And I opened the leaflet in the case so many times that one day I went to open it up to read it and it fell apart. But the first CD I bought was actually the Dazed and Confused green cover, which I later found out was like the limited edition cover because they had the pink one, the blue one, the yellow one. And I guess the green one was more rare than the other ones. So that's what I had. So that's fun. And now I listen to like as heavy a death metal as you could possibly find for me. So how did you guys get into the music that you listen to now? Just gave us a pretty good rundown of how he...
Yeah, very similar story to Jeremy.
Yeah.
I had my sister who was listening to hip-hop, rap, and bands like Mindless Self-Indulgence and stuff like that. I had my mom who listened to Patsy Cline and Carpenter, you know, the golden, if you will.
Yeah.
And then my dad was a Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Led Zeppelin, Cream. So I had the best of like all worlds right at my fingertips. And, you know, just finding people, the internet helps a lot. I've been able to find a ton of great musicians and bands and artists just by, you know, looking at stuff that's similar to what I like or things that I viewed. And like that helps me write music and gives me ideas. So
Cool. Right on. Now, what are you going to tell us?
I listen to like pop punk and like ska music for the better part of like 15 years, just straight. And then I started smoking weed, and so it was like late nights where it's just like, here we go, like what's gonna happen tonight?
Not putting my seatbelt on.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was a wild ride. And then
Is that when you found Taylor? Is that when you found Taylor Swift?
no, she's been my girl for a while.
oh, hi, Mrs.
Right.
Whit-
She's my ride or die. No, yeah, anything that's got like a really interesting like drums or like just kind of really technical stuff is all right with me.
Cool. Right on. That's awesome. I had another good question lined up for you guys, and my kid put something in front of me, and now it's gone. It was a good one, too.
Should we make all of our faces into one big face on this 4-way split screen?
Oh yeah, so like,
Yeah.
I'll be the nose.
Okay, what am I? The eyes?
Oh, right.
Oh, wait, no, you're the eyes. I'm the hat.
Okay.
Look at that. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Somebody screenshot this.
Sofa City Sounds. We're 4-way.
Stand your
You make some
nose.
good-looking bitches.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, I'm done.
Oh, Cassie, yes, you're right. They're extremely hilarious. Oh, this is by far one of the most fun interviews, definitely. I'm really glad that you guys came on the show. This is great. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you guys. Do I have an accent to you? Do I sound funny to you guys? Because I can hear, you don't sound funny, but I can hear your accent.
I don't think you sound funny, but definitely a little
Do
extra.
I sound different, though?
Minimally.
Do I? Yeah. I can hear the accent in you guys. It doesn't sound funny, but it sounds not like me. Sorry.
Wait, where'd Jeremy go?
I don't know.
He was offended by that last one.
Me? Sorry.
He's really sensitive.
Remember that no rules comment that you guys made earlier? I took that seriously.
Yeah, no, he just doesn't like it when women ask him to like point things out.
The tough questions.
What I miss?
Nothing, man. You're good.
Nothing?
No, we're good. So, oh my God, you guys have been fantastic. This has been so fun. So, okay, where's all your socials? Where can we find you guys? Are you guys on TikTok?
Yeah,
Are you
hold on a
guys
second.
on Instagram? Facebook? Hey, look, is that a QR code?
It is a QR code.
Awesome. Can you post that on my Facebook page on Sofa City Sounds?
That'll take you to our link tree, which will take you to everywhere else you could possibly want to go,
That's fantastic.
including PayPal and Venmo. That's funny.
Ooh, I've got mine hooked up too.
Jeremy's OnlyFans is not on there, but if you search it, you'll find it.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Only in dark corners of the web where we don't speak of.
It's Google.
Google's
We have a
pretty
deep,
dark corner.
yes, deep dark corners.
So,
Where ducking is perfectly legal.
all right. Well, okay. So we have found, or we have put down where you can find your merch, which is on your website, which is
TheMidnightCrow.com.
awesome. Right on. Okay. Is there anybody else? Listen to me. I'm terrible at this. Okay. And I've been doing this for 5 years. Is there anybody that you guys would like to give a shout out to? Any bands that you work with or anybody else in the industry that you would like to throw their name out there?
My mom.
Sweet.
No, I think we're pretty fortunate to have made friends with a lot of really good, talented, and nice people. Which I think that last part is most important, because we've also had the opportunities to work with not nice people.
Right.
But yeah, there's some really good bands around us, like Would You Kindly, Rat Fink, Rock Betts Band, Wonderlick, Carbellion. They're actually going on tour soon. Higgins. Oh, I'm probably missing a bunch of them.
Sons of Kong, French-Irish Coalition.
Yep. And
Trash Pandas.
Trash Pandas.
Sweet Lady. That's a band from Lexington, Kentucky. And they're actually coming up to play a show with us here in Wisconsin on February 22nd.
Oh, that's right before my birthday. That's awesome.
Oh, well, we'll sing you happy birthday.
Yay! Cool.
I'd like to give a shout out to my piece of shit neighbor Greg, who, if it wasn't for all of his noise complaints, I wouldn't spite practice so much. So thank you, Greg, for making me a better drummer.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah,
Piece of
Greg.
shit.
Always a silver lining. Always a silver lining.
It's always the dick neighbors that fuel you the most. Definitely.
We really should write a song about him.
Tell him I said thank you for all the spiteful drumming because you guys are fantastic. So
Thank you.
And of course, we have, the companies that endorse us, which is very generous of them, considering we're guys. We're not household. Our guitar company is actually well guitar. Got SJC drums, CMG guitars, Morley pedals, Scatterbra Guitar Works, Spectraflex cables, CMG guitars, if I didn't say that already, Warp Core pickups, Aaron Zahn with Saluda cymbals, and
Sell drumsticks. No nuts,
No
cymbal
nuts.
sleeves.
Yeah, so all these companies, I mean, obviously they're not even the biggest acts in the world nowadays don't get anything for free, and the kickbacks aren't what they used to be, but just for a company to take a chance on people like us, we just really appreciate it.
no, well, I mean, there's I don't know. You don't have to be a household name to have talent or be good at what you do or be deserving of the people that sponsor you. So, and make sure that you guys have the things that you need. So that's excellent that they recognize that. So right on. That's awesome. That was a great shout out list. So is there anything that we didn't cover that you guys want to cover? Got any good jokes?
No,
Yeah.
Good is what jokes.
No?
What,
Go
what do
ahead.
you call a dog that practices magic?
I don't know.
A labracadabrador.
Quality, the best.
That was terribly hilarious.
I
It
will.
was
I
the
will
delivery. The joke isn't that good. It's the delivery.
Right. I will tell this one. It didn't do too bad the other night. But what do you call a vegetarian with diarrhea?
I don't know.
A salad shooter.
Yep. That's what they
Yeah,
call
it's a thinker. I know. It's,
Thank God we do music, right?
So we gained a watcher in between those two, Joe.
They were probably waiting for it to be over.
Oh, fuck, what a great interview. I think on that note, we're going to kick everybody else out and hang out backstage for a minute or two. It was absolutely wonderful to interview you guys. I'm so glad we got to play catch up and I got to meet you. So this is wonderful. It's been great.
cool. Well, come check us out on Facebook, YouTube,
Yep, definitely.
Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music.
Awesome. Yeah, catch them on every social that they're on for sure. And don't forget to hit their cash apps if you like what they're doing, because the more support we have in every area, the more that we get to do this and bring the entertainment to you guys. So on that note, I'm going to kick everybody else out. It was a wonderful show. And we'll be back next week, guys.